So, here we all are, patiently waiting for Thursday to come, so we can get back into the Battlefield 6 open beta. Meanwhile, while we sit here and wait, let's talk about all the improvements that they've made from 2042 to Battlefield 6. Because for some godforsaken reason, DICE and EA are now listening to player feedback. I guess Battlefield 2042 lost them enough money to where they have to listen to the player base and actually make a good quality Battlefield game. So let's yap about the maps, the vehicles, and the general just gameplay around the game, including the classes and weapons, because overall, just in general, everything's an improvement. But now I do understand that we've only experienced 3 of the maps that are going to be in the game. We're going to experience another one when the second weekend, this Thursday, comes, but as of right now, the 3 maps in the game are pretty good. Now, Liberation Peak is a sniper's heaven. That's really my only issue with it. Other than that, it feels really good to play. I love being in a tank on Liberation's Peak, but otherwise, it has a bit of an issue with snipers because of how it's designed. I think they should add more cover, especially on the left side, because on the right side you got all the buildings, you can avoid a lot of snipers. But on the left side, you have to deal with a lot of snipers, and it's a bit annoying, and I try to avoid that map. But the other 2 maps, Cairo and... can't remember the name of the map, I'll put it up on screen, but the map I'm forgetting the name of is my favorite map in the beta. I love fighting over the middle objective. It's so good fighting over that objective. It's so much fun. That map is what I want from the next maps coming in the beta, or not coming in the beta, coming in the full game, because it feels so good to play. And I cannot wait to see the extended maps they bring out for the 64v64 modes. And I sincerely do hope that they bring out locked versions of every game mode, because I think the classic Battlefield experience is locked conquest in the beta, and I hope everybody got to try that. This beta is some of the most fun I've had in a Battlefield game since Battlefield 1, if I'm being completely honest. The gameplay feels so good. Running around defibrillators is so much fun. I love going on kill streaks with the defibrillators, just running around and shocking people. It's just so much fun because you move pretty fast, I'll be completely honest. It seems a lot faster than the other games, but I might be a little bit crazy on that. But anyways, the shotgun is completely broken. I know it's going to get nerfed in the next weekend, and what I'm thinking they're going to do to it is reduce the rate of fire. That's how I think they're going to nerf it, but I'm probably wrong about that. But I think the Ultramax, well, the second LMG you unlock is one of the best guns in the game, purely because of the 0 recoil on the thing, or the minimal recoil. It just melts anybody from range, especially with that 100 round drum mag. But another contender for a really good weapon in the beta is the AN-94, I think it's called, with the 2 round burst. That thing just laser beams people. It is so good. I tried it out on the final day of the beta, and I was just mobbing on people with that thing. Now, I didn't really try most of the classes. I mainly played support, and I played a bit of assault. Now, assault gets 3 weapons. I'm a little iffy on that, but they do have a lot less ammo, so I do understand why they did that. But I think assault feels fantastic. It's like classic assault with just some added features. But they did remove the medic, because in classic Battlefields, assault was the medic. But they gave the medic to the support, and I kind of like it. It feels more of an actual support role instead of just ammo, because the crate gives out health and ammo, and you got the defibrillators as support. But I would like to see C4 on every one of the classes, if I'm being completely honest. It's a little disappointing that most of the classes don't get C4. I mean, the engineer doesn't need C4. I mean, yeah, does the engineer have C4? I actually don't know if it does. But I feel like most of the classes should have C4, not just recon. Now, I barely used any of the snipers or the sniper because I just do not care about recon. Recon, I did play it a couple times, and it seems like Recon is back to the way it was with the spawn beacon and things that they do, but I'm just glad they did a return to form with all the classes and not the stupid hero stuff that they did in Battlefield 2042. Stop chasing trends and all that just dumb stuff that they did. But since 2042 to Battlefield 6, everything they've done feels like a massive improvement. Besides the netcode issues, there are multiple times I have been killed from around the corner that I was running from because the netcode is just so bad. It doesn't show me around the corner like on my screen, but I really didn't encounter that many times. It did happen a little bit where the netcode really was showing how bad it was, but for the most of the time it was pretty decent. But the spawns, I have to mention this right now. These spawns are awful on 2 of the maps. I don't know about Peaks because I didn't die because I was camping inside a tank on Peaks, but you know, I'm just like that because I'm kind of stupid. But the spawns on Cairo and, well, I can't remember the name of the map. I'll just put it up on screen again. But the spawns on those 2 maps can be really bad. A lot of the times you just spawn in front of a guy and you just immediately die, or you'll just spawn on a grenade and just kill you. It's really ridiculous how annoying these spawns can be, but for the most part they're okay-ish. They could probably be improved or give you a little like 1 second invulnerability when you spawn, but that just, I don't know, that just seems kind of dumb. But the spawns in the netcode are really the only bad things, if I'm being completely honest. Well, and the sniper fest that Liberation Peaks is. But I've seen a lot of people complain about the sliding and the dolphin diving, but I really don't see the issue with it. If it becomes an issue, I see DICE nerfing it by no longer allowing you to chain it together, which is probably what's going to happen. And you know, that seems pretty fair, so people can't just glide around corners and you have no chance of shooting them. But I do like the movement over this from Battlefield 2042. It feels much better. And just the way it plays, it feels so much more like Battlefield 1 and 4 combined. I keep telling the people I play with on this game that it feels like they took Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 and combined it. Because whenever I'm playing it, I just get the vibe, because I get the urge to play it when I'm just not doing anything. So when I would play Battlefield 2042, I'd play it for like an hour or 2 and not want to play it again for like a week. But in Battlefield 6, I just want to play it and play it and play it and play it and play it whenever I'm done with work. It's just so good. It's just so addicting to play, and I really do think this year Battlefield is going to curb stomp COD, and I hope they do, because COD needs to innovate. They just can't keep doing the same thing. But back to why that they're listening to feedback, I keep thinking, what are they hiding from us? And they're just gonna monetize the living hell out of it. They're just gonna do a lot of skins, weapon blueprints, however you want to call them, weapon packages, tank skins. I just hope they keep all the skins in a like realistic setting like they did in Battlefield 4. Well, the ideal way they do skins is like the way they did in Battlefield 4, where it's just camos for your character. But they're obviously not going to do that because there's a battle pass. But anyways, they're obviously going to monetize the hell out of it. It's EA after all. DICE can make the perfect game, and EA will still force them to monetize it to all hell. But that's probably what they're going to do, is just do a shit ton of skins. Just skin after skin after skin, and then battle pass after battle pass after battle pass. And honestly, I don't see the battle pass never expiring like Halo's battle pass does, or Marvel Rivals. But I am so excited for the full game to come out in 2 months, and it seems like a lot of people are. But remember, no pre-orders. Wait till it comes out and see the full game, because they might be hiding stuff from us that we don't know about. One more thing I forgot about. Secure boot. I don't know why. It seems like they said they caught like 200,000 cheaters, which is a ridiculous number for a Battlefield 6 open beta, but they claimed the secure boot requirement for the anti-cheat, that the Javelin anti-cheat stopped from 200,000 cheaters, and that's just ridiculous. But I don't really agree with the requirement for secure boot. I think it's really dumb locking people out, because there are people with older hardware, older motherboards, or older SSDs that probably don't support GPT and support secure boot. You're going to be forcing people to either get a console or to get a new motherboard, or however secure boot works. I just think it's a little ridiculous to force it. I understand that they want a better anti-cheat, but is the anti-cheat really working? I don't think I ran into like any hackers, if I'm being completely honest, but I think the secure boot overall is a shitty requirement that I really wish they wouldn't do, because that's going to lock a lot of people out from playing the game and buying it. They're going to be forced to buy it on a different system or a new computer, which I really don't think is the greatest thing. And I don't really think the anti-cheat warrants forcing people to do secure boot. I mean, I did, because I wanted to upgrade to Windows 11 because they were stopping support for Windows 10, because of course, thanks Microsoft, you dicks. But that forced me to reinstall everything. But now, I just really think secure boot is just a shitty requirement for the game. But anyways, let's stop talking about the negatives, because there's so many positives about the game. We went over we didn't actually talk about the tank set. So the vehicles. The heli feels pretty good. I flew it a few times. I never really could get it. I really like how responsive it feels. But here's a tip for the tanks. There is a setting in the controls, I don't remember where it is, I think it's in gameplay, where you can decouple turret aiming from turret or a haul direction. So when you're turning right or left, your turret doesn't try to turn with it. It helps so much, and it will save your life in a tank fight with enemy tanks. It's a really good setting that you should turn off. It's called something like decouple turret from hull aiming. I think that's what it is, but I highly recommend turning that off so it decouples it. But the vehicles all feel great. I love how smooth the transport with the 50 cal is. It just flies down the road, and it's so fast. It's just great. But I use the APC a bit, and it seems really, really, really strong. I do like the way they're doing ammo, to where it doesn't seem like it's unlimited unless you get to the last round, and it takes a fair bit to reload. Unlike the previous Battlefield games where you could just pretty much have infinite ammo. I mean, you can still get infinite ammo by going to the resupply point in the tank, but regardless, the way they're doing tanks this time, they feel so good. Now, if you did pay attention to in the beta, the textures were pretty low poly, but it's probably an older build of Battlefield, and I think we're getting a new one. And the good thing is, our progress does transfer over. But this beta has restored my faith that DICE knows what they're doing, because I had pretty much given up on Battlefield because of 2042. But if it actually turns out they're not hiding anything from us in the full release, I'm probably going to pre-order like a week out, because that's when most of the stuff comes out about it, right? So I'm going to hold on pre-ordering it, but I really probably should hold on pre-ordering until release. But I really would like that Tombstone skin, because I did like Battlefield 4's campaign. So the movement, the guns, the vehicles, all the helicopters, oh, the jet. I only flew the jet twice because I could never get it, so I don't have much to say about the jet, but it seems really strong. But it seems like a lot of the people that fly it really don't know what they're doing, because I shot down multiple jets in my tank. I also shot down multiple helicopters. It's really funny shooting down a flying vehicle with a tank. It's just so much fun. But all the vehicles, they feel really good, and an overall improvement. The controls feel much better. I don't know what they did, or if they did anything different, but for some reason, I just actually like driving the vehicles from 2042 to this. But the guns feel fantastic. I did use the SMGs quite a bit, and they're all super fast to kill. The time to kill in this game is extremely fast, and I really like it. It kind of generates like a skill gap, it seems like, where if you know what you're doing, you can get a shit ton of kills really fast and do really good. I do have to mention, there is SBMM. I kind of like it because I don't have to deal with those people on Twitter saying, oh, the COD kids are here to teach the Battlefield dads. And I was like, okay, go do you. You do you, bro. You get into a lobby of people that sit in a puddle of their own sweat while playing a video game. And I'm just gonna go chill with a group of friends on Battlefield and just have a lot of fun. But the classes, I love the return to form with the classes. The guns feel good, the tanks feel good, maps are pretty good. I mean, Peak is okay because of the sniper issue, but everything about this is really good, and it gives me a lot of hope about Battlefield 6 when it fully releases. I mean, we're gonna see one more map. I think it's Manhattan or Empire. I think it's called Empire, and it takes place in New York, but I'm excited to see that. I hope they bring in a bunch of other guns that we saw in the labs, like the Sega shotgun, the rest of the guns. I hope to see a bit more of that, but overall, I think there's some really good things, and I'm having a lot of hope about Battlefield 6. I think it's going to be really good if DICE doesn't shit the bed or EA force them to do dumb decisions. But thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. If you like the video, like the video and subscribe. I'm gonna keep trying to make more videos. I mainly do gacha stuff now because those are really the only games I enjoy at this point. I've pretty much given up on War Thunder and majority of games I play. Probably gonna do some Armor Reforger videos soon, but as I said, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm just gonna eagerly await for the next weekend. Eagerly await for Thursday for the next Battlefield 6 open beta weekend. See you guys.